Students, let us learn about precedence of operators. The precedence of an operator refers to the order of priority in which the operators are evaluated in an expression. If two operators with the same precedence are part of an expression, then associativity is taken into consideration. The associativity of an operator determines the order in which an expression is evaluated. Precedence of operators. Operators, description. Operators, brackets, description, parenthesis, asterisk, asterisk, exponentiation, plus x, minus x, plus unary, minus unary, asterisk, slash, double slash, percentage, multiplication, division, floor division, modulus, plus minus, binary addition, subtraction, smaller, greater, smaller than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. Relational operators. Not, and, or. Boolean or logical operators. Students, remember, use BEDMAS rule to evaluate the operators in an expression. BEDMAS stands for brackets, exponent, divide, multiply, addition, subtraction. Students, now let us talk about comments in Python. Comments are the statements that are added to a program with the purpose of making the code easier to understand. Compilers and interpreters generally ignore comments during the execution of the program. If you add comments to your Python program, Python will not show the text written in the comments in the output. Although comments are optional, they are needed from the user's perspective. There are two types of comments in Python. Single line comments. Single line comments are created by beginning a line with the hash character and are automatically terminated at the end of the line. Multi-line comments. Sometimes your program may need to explain things in more details, which may exceed one line. Such comments are called multi-line comments. We can provide multi-line comments in a program by adding a delimiter at the beginning and the end of the comment. For example, hash. This is a program used to calculate the simple interest. Double quote, double quote, double quote. Program to enter the rate of interest, principal and time period. Use these variables to calculate the simple interest and print the same. Double quote, double quote, double quote. Students, remember, single line comments appear in red color and multi-line comments appear in green color. Okay, let us talk about list in Python. In programming, we can create a list with different data items stored in a sequence. A list is a way of storing multiple data items in a single memory location. It helps in organizing and saving memory. In Python, you can create a list with different data items. All the data items in the list are placed inside the square brackets. Each data item in the list is assigned a unique index value. Students, indexing helps in uniquely identifying the data items of a list. Syntax. List variable. Double quote in data item 1, double quote close, comma, double quote in data item 2, double quote close, comma, double quote in data item 3, double quote close. Example, my underscore list equals to double quote in start, double quote close, comma, double quote in middle, double quote close, comma, double quote in end, double quote close. From the above illustrations, we can see that each item in the box has a unique index value. The index value of the data item start is 0 and the index value of end is 2. We can change the position and value of the items within the list, but we cannot change the sequence of the index values of a list. The first item in the list will always have 0 index value assigned to it. Creating list. You have learned that you cannot use a variable without declaring it. Similarly, before you start using a list in Python, it is essential to define it. For example, lst equals to square bracket in, double quote in Delhi, double quote close, comma, double quote in Mumbai, double quote close, comma, double quote in Chennai, double quote close, comma, double quote in Kolkata, double quote close, bracket close. In the above written code, LST is a list variable and all the values enclosed within the square brackets are the data items of the list. Printing list items. If you want to print the data items of the list, use the print main function. Students, let us understand the tuples in Python. A tuple is a sequence of immutable Python objects. It is similar to a list. The only difference between a list and a tuple is that we can change the elements of a list, whereas it is not possible to make any modifications in the elements of a tuple. We can neither change or update the values of a tuple, nor can we change the order of the elements. You can only delete a tuple. Moreover, the tuple elements are enclosed in parentheses, whereas we use square brackets to enclose list elements. Another difference between tuples and list is that tuples are used for different data types and list for similar data types. Creating a tuple. You can initialize a tuple with different data items by placing them inside the parentheses separated by commas. Syntax. My underscore tuple, double quote in Python, double quote close, comma, true, comma, 2002, comma, double quote in PHP, double quote close, bracket close. You can initialize an empty tuple by having parentheses with no values in it. My underscore tuple equals to parenthesis semicolon. To write a tuple containing a single value, you have to include a comma even though there is only one value. My underscore tuple equals to bracket in 24 bracket close semicolon. Like string indices, the first item of the tuple starts with a 0 index number. These elements can be sliced, concatenated, and so on. Printing tuple elements. The print main function is used to print the elements of the tuple. Alright students, let us talk about dictionary in Python. In Python, a dictionary is a collection of unordered data types which are changeable and indexed. Unlike other data types that hold only a single value as an element, Python dictionary holds a pair of a key and an associated value. Each key value pair in a dictionary is separated by a colon and is enclosed in curly braces. A dictionary in Python is used to create records. It works in Python in a way that is similar to the dictionary in the real world. The keys of the dictionary must be unique, but the values can have any data type, strings, integers, and can also be repeated. Creating a dictionary. Creating a dictionary in Python involves two steps. First, giving a name to the dictionary. Number 2, enclosing all the keys and values inside the curly braces. Syntax. Dictionary underscore variable equals to curly braces in, double quote in key 1 double quote close, colon, double quote in value 1 double quote close, comma, double quote in keys 2 double quote close, colon, double quote in value 2 double quote close, curly braces close. Now let us see how to add the information into the dictionary. Notice that in the above description, after each record a comma is placed, but it is not inserted at the last record. Not putting a comma at the end of the record signifies that no record is left to be added in the dictionary. Printing dictionary elements. You can print the elements of a dictionary using the print function. Okay students, let us take a recap of this chapter. Python is a high-level object-oriented programming language. Python is considered to be the most appropriate language for beginners due to its simple and clearly defined syntax. The source code of Python is available under General Public License (GPL). Python is flexible in terms of data type usage. While declaring a variable, you do not need to specify the data type in advance. Python supports